Hey Chanakyans of grade 8, welcome to the video session. In this video, we are going to learn Civics chapter 7. I hope you all are very clear about the previous lesson. Now, in this video, we are going to learn understanding marginalization in chapter 7. So, why are the marginalization arises and who are the person comes under the marginalization we are going to learn in this video. Shall we move on to the video? Yes. Yes, children, now let's see what are the topics we are going to explore in this lesson. First, introduction. Then we will take a look on the tribals of India in meaning and Adivasis. And before exploring that, we are going to learn lifestyle of Adivasis. We will then going to examine the Adivasis and stereotyping, Adivasis and development, and then we are going to learn more minorities of learn the difference between minorities and marginalization and National Commission of Minorities and Muslims and marginalization. Finally, we are going to recapitulate the lesson. Introduction. My marginalization is linked to experiencing disadvantage, prejudice, and powerlessness. Okay, and they are marginalized because they speak a different language, follow different costumes, or belong to different religious group from the majority community. Because of these reasons, the people are marginalized. Now let's see who faces marginalization. Who faces marginalization? Minority group and religious, racial and cultural groups will be facing the marginalization and individuals living with disabilities and the women and elderly individuals. These are the people who faces the marginalization. And meaning of marginalization is separating a community or group of individuals because they belong to a particular religion or speak different languages or follow different culture. That's why they are comes under the marginalization. Marginalized people they'll be treated differently, excluded from the society. They'll be excluded from the society and discriminated in the society due to customs, status, and language, etc. The marginalized people are viewed with hostility and fear. And you know why these groups are marginalized in the society? Because they are marginalized because they have different languages, different costumes, different religious beliefs, poor economic background, and low social status. Because of these reasons, they are marginalized. And let's see effect on marginalized people. Different and exclusion leads to communities not having access to resources and opportunities like political opportunities, economic, social, and technology opportunities are less than that, and the access of those resources or exclusion. Okay, all these factors work together to make a certain group in society feel marginalized. Move on. Economic resources, and see here a person from that marginalized community, he may feel that I need an opportunity to access all these resources. What are the resources? Economic resources, job opportunities, political participation, technological access. In this, the meaning of Adivasis are Adivasis meaning original dwellers. They are the indigenous people of India. They live in the forest and also called scheduled tribes. Maintain them. early lifestyle of mankind. So it will be very difficult to adopt with our lifestyle. And the percentage of scheduled tribes in the total population of India are 8.2 percentage. Okay, the total population of scheduled tribes in 8 crore 43 lakhs 26,240 according to census 2001, which accounts for 8.2 percentage of the total population of country. Clear? The majority of the scheduled tribe population live in rural areas, and their population is 10.4 percentage of the total rural population of the country. Total rural population of the country. And let's see the video related to this.
Tribals of India. The map illustration shown here depicts some of the major tribal communities, their culture and their traditional dresses. These tribes are the living examples of how life was in the earlier days. They are referred as Adivasis, Vanvasi, Girijans and Moolavasi. Gonds. The land of the Gonds is a loosely defined area of a southeastern Madhya Pradesh, eastern Maharashtra, and parts of Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and northern Andhra Pradesh. They built palaces, forts, tanks, and lakes. Bhils. Bhils are a tribal people of central India. Bhils tribe of Rajasthan comprises 39% of its total population and is the largest tribe of South Asia. These tribes are classified into two groups, Pure Bhils and Rajput Bhils. Bhagata. The Bhagata are one of the scheduled tribes of India. It is considered as one of the native tribes of Orissa. The Bhagata mainly speak Telugu, but they also speak such languages like Oriya. They are prevalently Hindus. Todas. The Toda people are a small pastoral community who live on the isolated Nilgiri plateau of southern India. During the last quarter of the 20th century, some Toda pasture land was lost due to agriculture by outsiders or afforestation by the government of Tamil Nadu. Angami. Angami tribe belong to the extreme northeastern part of the country in the state of Nagaland. Telugu is the most common language spoken among the Angamis in Nagaland.
Yes, there are around 500 different Adivasis group in India. How many different groups? 500 Adivasi groups in India. Some of the tribes are given below. That is what we learned in the video. Okay. And lifestyle of Adivasis. Religious practice. Let's see the religious practice of that Adivasis. Village and nature, spirit and ancestral worship, animal spirits, and river spirits. During 19th century, substantial numbers of Adivasis converted to Christianity, which has emerged as a very important religion in modern Adivasi history. Okay. Now let's see the MCQ of this part. The question is, of all the tribal communities which live in India, the largest tribal group among them is that of the option. The answer is B. Gonds. Okay. Adivasis and stereotyping. Let's say Adivasis and their stereotyping in India, Adivasis are um, portrayed in stereotypical ways in colorful costumes, headgear, and through their dancing, isn't it? Usually, we used to think if we heard the word Adivasis, usually we think like they'll be wearing different colorful costumes and they'll be wearing headgears, and through their dancing also we can identify them, isn't it? And this often wrongly leads to people believing that they are exotic, primitive, and backward. This stereotyping of particular communities can lead to people discriminating against such group. Let's see Adivasis and their development. The tribal chiefs were important people, enjoyed economic power, and administrated and controlled their own territories independently. A 9th century engraving showing natives opposing the arrival of Captain James Cook in 1770. You can see it in the picture which is given in your left side. And tribals mainly practiced these occupations. They are hunter gatherers and shifting agriculturists and cultivating in one place, and they are the nomads. The total forest area in India 765.21 thousand square kilometer. It is home of almost 71 percentage of Adivasis. So they'll be making honey, wax, lake. Forests were absolutely crucial to the development of all empires and settled civilizations in India. Forests are abundant with resources like honey and the other things. The Adivasis controlled most of these forest area till the mid 19th century. Even empires depended on the Adivasis to have an access to the forest resources. Say during colonial era, tribal chiefs lost their political, administrative, and forest power, and then they forced to follow laws made by British officials. They forced to migrate to cities in search of jobs. Let's see the life of Adivasis in today's India. Lost their main source of livelihood, costumes, and traditions. Mainly migrated to cities in search of jobs. Employed for low wages in local industries and at construction sites, and then they are facing poverty and deprivation. Minorities and migration. The meaning of minority is communities that are different because of race, religion, language, etc., and are small in relation to the rest of population. 1. Safeguards to the right of minorities. The Constitution of India says the Constitution of India provides safeguards to religious and linguistic minorities as part of our fundamental rights. 1. National Commission for Minorities. To safeguard the interest of minorities, the setting up of Minorities Commission was envisaged in the Ministry of Home Affairs the resolution on 12th 1st of 1978, and the commission was renamed as National Commission of Minorities, and the first statutory commission was constituted on 17th of 5th month 1993. 1. Muslims and migration. Muslims are 13.4% of India's population, deprived of socio-economic development. They are deprived of socio-economic development, and they considered to be a marginalized community in India. Sorry, they are considered to be a marginalized community in India. The socio-economic status of the Muslims community are they are basic amenities to the Muslim community. That is given in the chart. The sources India Human Development Report, Census 1991. See, this shows the lowest literacy rate is in Muslim community. Let's see the less opportunities. Even they are getting the less opportunity, opportunities. The source of this tabular column is the social, economic and educational status of the Muslim community of India, which is reported on the year 2006. One, government measures to develop the socio-economic condition of Muslims. See, the government set up a high-level committee in 2005, and the chairman of the committee was Justice Rajendra Sachar. The committee examined the socio-economic and educational status of the Muslim communities. This is the work of that committee. And the Muslim employment in government sectors according to the Sarcher report is given in this tabular column. That is total number in 4.9 percentage. 1. Muslim customs are different from the rest of the community. Muslims may wear a burqa, sport a long beard, and wear a fez. And these become ways to identify all Muslims. So in this first picture, you can see the burqa, isn't it? Yes. In the second picture, you can see the fez. Social marginalization of Muslims in some instance had led to them migrating from places where they have lived, often leading to the community. Sometimes this prejudice lead to hatred and violence. Sorry, that is the hatred and violence. There will be prejudice lead to hatred and violence. Let's see the MCQ question. According to the Sacker report of 2005, the highest percentage of Muslims in the government sector is in the answer B, judiciary. Okay, children, let's recapitulate the lesson. What is marginalization? It is marginalized people or those who are excluded from mainstreaming social, economic, cultural, or political life. For example, if you take the Adivasis, Dalits, Muslims, women, and other marginalized group, okay, and people were marginalized because they speak different languages, follow different costumes, or belong to different religious group from the majority communities. And let's know more about some of the marginalized groups, that is the Adivasis or communities who lived and often continue to live in close association with the forest. They'll be close associated with the forest. Mostly they'll live near the forest, and they used to wear different costume with colorful clothes, and they'll be wearing headgears, and through their dancing we can identify they'll be showing uniqueness through their dancing. The Adivasis have been increasingly forced. They are forced by through the economic changes, forest policies, and political forces they applied by the state and private industries to migrate their livelihood. Now let's see the glossary words. Adivasis. In India, a member of any of the aboriginal tribal people living in close association with forest. The word is derived from the Sanskrit word Advasi. Adi means earliest, Vasi inhabitants. Okay. Next move on Dalits. The meaning of the word is broken, split, scattered, or crushed. They are 19 percentage of India's total population. The minorities, which means minority is used to refer to communities that are smaller in number in relation to the total number of population in a country. Okay children, we came to the end. I hope you are very clear about the lesson, and if you have any doubt you can keep re-watch the video. Okay, don't worry about the present situation. It will change soon. We'll meet you in the school campus very soon. We'll look forward for the good thing. Till then, keep educating yourself by doing the activities which is given by the teachers. Okay, children, thank you.